Hello everyone and welcome back to more of Making My Sister Play Dating Sims. Today we are playing a interesting game called Ace Academy
Yeah, I'm liking this game so far.
with English voice actors. So the only thing that I get to say is the main character, and she doesn't have to do anything.
I don't have to do it. I just get to make commentary.
She just gets to
That's
make
what I'm here
commentary.
for. To
That's what-
deliver bad news
that's what
and
we're
give
both
witty
here for.
one-liners.
That's what we're both here for.
Yep.
And I'm still amused by the horrible names that we came up with for our character.
Yep, Arthur Pendragon. Yep.
Did I say ridiculous? I meant great. You look good.
Ugh, forget it. Finish your cold toast. We're going to be late.
Nikki is unamused at us for making fun of her uniform.
We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I wolf down my food and gather my stuff, then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
I don't know.
By motorcycle, obviously.
Oh,
Oh, you don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? I completely forgot!
oh, maybe we do need one.
I'll need a parking permit for my bike. But they should have visitor parking which I can use, if I can find a spot.
Hmm.
So what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best, or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I've gotten my permit? Are you a rebel? Are you a rebel today?
Oh, like parking permit. So, if we're gonna have to worry about finding parking for the motorcycle, I think it'd be safer to take the bus.
It's a motorcycle. You could put up the kickstand on the sidewalk in front of the building, and somebody would probably
Can
have a
you?
fit about it.
Yeah.
But it would
I
fit
d-
there. It's not a matter of finding parking. It's a matter of finding parking legally.
We're gonna take the bus.
You're right. I'll take the bus today. I need to sort out my parking situation before taking my bike. Nikki nods in affirmation.
Which bus will you be taking?
The line that heads to the south side of the city. She pouts.
Aw, I'm taking the one going west.
That's not at the same intersection, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, at least it'll help you get familiar with the city.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll see you later then.
Have a good time at school, okay?
She beams at me.
So we're going to the same school but like different campuses then or something like that.
Something like that.
I still haven't quite figured that out.
Cars whip by as I approach the bus shelter. There are a few people waiting. I plunge my hands into my pocket and lean against the shelter to wait. A sharp squeal of brakes announces the bus's arrival. A few people trickle off the bus and I fumble in my bag for my ID. As I enter, I tap my ID on the scanner, which responds with an affirmative beep. Affirmative beep.
Affirmative. Those seats look incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. Without waiting for me to find a seat, the bus jerks to a start and nearly knocking me over. There aren't too many free seats available, so I stumble unsteadily towards the back of the bus. As I glance around, I notice that a majority of the passengers are wearing Ace Academy uniforms. That's comforting, I suppose.
We'll just follow them and hope they know where they're going.
There's a free seat beside a girl my age.
Oh.
And so our first
And so, our first encounter.
She stares intently out of the window and sits with her back uncomfortably straight. Oh, the prim and proper one. Her uniform lacks teal stripes.
Oh, so she's not in the pilot program then.
I guess she's not a pilot.
Yeah, there we go.
She seems pretty cute. So I wonder why there's an empty seat beside her. I think we just found the fiery character.
Perhaps.
Maybe she's not that friendly.
Meh, I'll take my chances. It'd be nice to know at least one person from Ace Academy, or I'll find another spot. Meh, I'll take my chances.
I fall ungracefully into the seat beside her. We sit in silence as I muster the courage to speak with her. Eventually, she shifts uncomfortably under my gaze, and I clear my throat.
So,
About that random local sports team.
yeah.
You go to Ace Academy too? I mentally slap myself for choosing such an idiotic question. Obviously she does. That was one of the first things I noticed. To my surprise, she smiles warmly at me.
Yes, I do.
She gestures at my uniform.
You're in the pilot program? I heard it's very competitive and difficult to get into.
Also, I want to point out that the boy in the back with the blue hair,
Yeah.
he has no face. He has like a mouth.
He's got a mouth.
But yeah.
I mean, the guy kind of in the foreground here with the red tie, you know, his face kind of cuts off at the nose, so you
Yeah,
can't
so
really
you
say
don't
much
really
about
know.
him either.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to make sure that there's nobody else in the frame to confuse you with the fact that this
Yeah.
is the girl that we are trying to point out specifically as the person that you're supposed to be talking to.
Right. It's always funny to me though when there are characters with no faces. Yes, no, it was easy. It just needs hard work.
You an honest person? A know-it-all?
I don't want to be like arrogant right off the bat.
An arrogant braggart?
Yeah. I'll say it just needs hard work.
I think anyone can make it as long as they try. She gives me a polite smile. Right. I didn't catch which program you're in. Or your name, for that matter. I'm Arthur Pendragon.
I'm Yuna Misaki. I'm studying PHPT.
I have no idea what that means.
PHPT?
Thank God he doesn't either.
Pilot
Okay.
Health and Physiotherapy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Before I can ask anything else, the bus grinds to a stop.
Ace Academy.
Sweet. Well, that was easy enough. Didn't have to worry about changing buses or anything.
I hop off the bus, and... Yuna?
You know, yeah.
Okay. Yuna follows suit. The roar of the departing bus does not dampen the student chatter. Anna pulls out her phone and checks her schedule.
Ask where her class is. I have to run. So.
And we're back to the short skirt and tall boots.
Yep. Perfect. Look at the sort of oh gosh, the pinked edge.
The pinking it, the
Yeah.
pink edge, yes.
Let's see. So where's your class? Because I'd hate to be like, yeah, I'll see you later, and then find out that we have a class right next door to each other. It's always awkward when you, like, walk in the same direction as someone
Yeah, it's like,
after saying goodbye to them. It's just
oh,
like,
goodbye. Where are
okay.
you going? The same place you are. So
yeah.
what's your first class?
Introduction to Psychology.
Oh, hey, I took that a couple months ago.
Psychology.
Mental health is just as important as physical health. That class is
She points over her shoulder towards a towering building in the distance.
all the way over there. What class do you have?
I check my own phone. Piloting 101.
Oh, you're first year?
No, second. The credit wasn't accepted when I transferred.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I see. Well, welcome to Ace Academy.
Thanks.
Well, if there's anything you need help with, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I pretty much know this campus inside out.
Oh, thanks. If she knows how someone gets a parking permit or head out on your own. Well, she offered, so sure, I'll ask about the parking permit.
A thought dawns on me. Actually, do you know where I can get a parking permit?
I do. I can take you there now, actually, since I have some time before class starts.
That'd be nice, thank you.
Great. That helps a lot. Thanks.
Of course. Follow me.
Yuna weaves through the throng of students, and it takes most of my concentration not to lose her. I notice the number of students lounging around the front lawn. I assume those are the upperclassmen, the ones who are used to university workings. The students with worried eyes moving somewhere between a walk and a jog must be the first years. Eventually we pause in the front of a grand building, which looks just like the ones we passed. I stare hard at it, trying to find a way to distinguish it from the others.
College campuses can be really, really confusing.
Yeah. Yuna watches me.
Is everything okay?
Huh? Oh yeah,
Then let's go inside.
We'll get used to it eventually.
sure. After sneaking one last look, I follow Yuna inside. She takes me through a series of hallways before pausing in front of a door marked Campus Administration. We both reach for the door at the same time, but I'm faster.
No, allow me.
She smiles as I hold the door for her.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
So
we're a
gentlemanly.
gentleman.
Well done.
What would have been a spacious office is instead crowded with irritated students. Only one person mans the desk, and he does not look like someone who's particularly accommodating.
Ah.
Yuna points to a row of chairs against the far wall.
I'll wait for you over there.
Thanks. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. If it does, feel free to leave. I don't want to be here late. I don't want you to be late.
I don't want to be your late.
Don't worry, I have some time.
She smiles reassuringly before heading over to the seats. I stand in line. As I crane my neck to see the front of the line, I catch the scowl on the administrator's face. He shakes his head, but the student continues to argue with him.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna take a while.
Next.
Oh.
The line crawls at a steady pace, and after what seems like forever, I finally walk up to the counter. Hi, I need a parking pass for a motorcycle.
You'll have to fill out your request online, which you can access through your web link.
Oh.
Approval takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and if approved, a physical pass will be mailed to you.
Wow, he sounds so excited.
Before I can respond, he looks past me.
Next.
Hold on! I plant a hand firmly on his desk. He scowls at me.
What?
Bribe him. Who does he think he is? Let's talk about this. Let's...
Clearly he said we can apply for it online.
Yeah. And if it were me, I'd probably just leave now, actually. But let's talk about this.
So... This is another one of those moments where I wish I had thought before speaking.
Right.
He waits for me to finish, but I can see the impatience building in his eyes.
It's now or never.
It's now or never.
Flirt with him. Try and be reasonable. Make up an elaborate sob story, or my dog ate it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so tempted to pick the first answer just to see what happens.
You would.
Hey, what's up? I like your silhouette. Black is so slimming.
Would you really just go there?
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out why this guy is all blacked out. He must not...
Because he's a side character, like,
Yeah,
they didn't
he's
take the
a-
time to do an actual design for him. Which, understandable. It's an
Okay.
interesting stylistic choice anyway. Try and be reasonable, I guess.
That's such a complicated process for something so simple. There must be an easier way. The man taps on the desk with his finger.
Even without a face, we can tell he is irritated.
There isn't. If you have an issue with this process, you could send a complaint online.
Ah, so they're very online-centered sort
Yeah.
of school here.
It's just a bike pass.
I don't have time for this.
He tries to look around me, but I block him. Come on. I hold his gaze. Just when I think he's about to give in, his expression hardens.
Should have flirted with him.
Nope. Next.
I sign resignation. There's no getting through to him, so I turn around and start to head out. Suddenly Yuna is beside me. Her smile falters when she sees my face.
Is everything okay?
Just, bureaucracy and paperwork.
I shrug. I wasn't able to get a pass. She frowns, her eyebrows knit delicately together.
Delicately. Oh.
Hold on.
She walks straight to the desk, much to the dismay of the student in line. The man seems nervous by her approach.
Oh.
I can't hear what she says, but he looks ashamed and withdraws the pass from a drawer. As she plucks the pass from his fingers, she thanks him with a slight bow of her head, which he returns.
Well,
I feel like she's somebody special all of a sudden.
perhaps.
And I like how they didn't bother to, they bothered to make the underbust cinch and the overbust cinch just tight enough to accentuate that.
Yeah,
as
you
they,
gotta get the curves in there.
yeah, gotta get the curves in the outfit.
Yep.
Because that's the way you make it uniform.
Yep.
Yuna returns with a soft smile on her face and holds out the pass.
Here you go.
How on earth did she do that? Maybe she used magic. Or those hypnotic eyes of hers.
You got a map? Because I'm lost in your eyes.
Oh, I hate that pickup line. Right, the pass. Oh yeah, thanks. She smiles.
No problem at all.
I take it from her and put it in my wallet. We head out as another flood of students enter the office.
Yeah, glad we got here before that. Cool.
There seem to be fewer students milling around outside and more hurrying towards classes. I checked the time. 25 minutes until class starts.
Oh, that's still quite a bit of time. Depending on how far it is across campus, I guess.
Do you know where your first class is?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, it's here.
Never mind. Apparently we do.
Apparently we do. I show her the campus map on my phone. A small flashing light indicates where I need to be.
Oh, nice. They've got it like an interactive map.
Oh, that's close by. I can walk there with you.
That'd be great. This girl's
She's so
far
helpful.
too nice.
So nice.
We head down one of the narrower paths. It leads straight to a regal-looking building with tall, arching windows. Only a few students are meandering about.
This is it.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's no problem at all.
And you're off to psychology?
Mm-hmm.
What other classes do you have this semester? She pulls out her phone. I do the same, and we study each other's schedule.
Well, it looks like we have history of robotics together on Friday.
Cool.
I guess that means we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We both exchange smiles. I notice the time on my phone. 15 minutes until class. My class is starting soon.
My phone.
Yuna peers at her phone before tucking it back into her pocket.
Oh, right. I have to go or I'll be late. See you Friday?
I nod, and we go our separate ways. After a few steps, I realize I don't have any way to contact her apart from our Friday class.
Wait, what's your phone
I
number?
turn around, but she's already a good distance away.
Ask for her phone number or let
3,
it go.
2,
Oh, let's do it.
Wait, Yuna! She freezes.
Yes?
Do you think I can get your number? She seems surprised. Wait, that definitely didn't come out right.
Blush, blush.
Sorry, I mean, I might have a question or two while trying to navigate around Ace Academy, and could use your help, that is, if you don't mind me bugging you. She giggles and nods.
Sure.
I jog over to her and we exchange numbers. Thanks. See you on Friday.
Okay, see you then.
Mission accomplished.
I watch as she disappears around the corner. Timed answers.
I actually really like timed answers in games like this because it makes you act a little bit more impulsively rather than overthinking every decision. There's a game called Binary Star where you have to do like missions, and the answers for all of those are timed because you're actually in a pretty like stressful, high stakes situation, and I find it really cool.
I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the doors to the auditorium.
Those computers are awesome.
Yep. They have computers like that now.
Yeah.
They're expensive, but they have
Well.
them. I take a deep breath, steeling my... Oh, sorry. I already read that part.
Down here.
That's going to take some getting used to still.
Yeah, I know.
After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CINY did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means.
Oh, lame. Transferring credits is a nightmare.
In other words, we're a university, and we don't accept that other universities' credits because
Yeah,
they're not
like-
as good as we are.
Their general ed classes are not nearly as good as ours. So
A
bad.
hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the room.
Oh, you know what the computers remind me of is the, oh gosh, I don't even remember what they're called, but those like datapad sort of tablet things that they had in Mass Effect. That's what the
Like the
computers...
Omni tools that everybody was
Not
whipping
Omni
out.
tools necessarily, but when they had the actual like tablet thingamabobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a web page from his tablet onto the screen behind him. That's
Sweet.
fancy.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
I get lonely sometimes.
A nice professor.
Do you want to
I
talk
like
about it, Professor?
That comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room.
Memorize the information. He's thorough. This is so boring. Why is memorize the information in green?
I don't know.
I don't. I'm tempted to click it just because it's green.
I automatically store the information into my memory.
Now
Wow.
that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
Yeah, tell me more about qualifier exams. That sounds so exciting.
The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
I'm sure that you've all picked out your teams by now. Looks nervously around the room.
A hand shoots up from the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Oh, wow.
Soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare.
Oh, we didn't get that.
In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days. So we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
So it just makes it really inconvenient for us.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
Great.
The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You would then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams.
Oh.
Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat.
So it's like an assessment test
Please
sort of
ensure
thing.
your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability.
Uh-huh.
Any questions?
He is answered with silence.
Let's get started then.
The music note emote. So
Please
exciting.
take the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
So we need to find a team.
Thunder of chairs scrape along the floor. Students file out of the class. Those who remain chat animatedly as in small groups.
And we are the outsider.
Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of a nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works.
Oh, it's probably ours, isn't it?
Probably ours.
Even find something like that. I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
Maybe I did.
Student laughs loudly. The students laugh loudly. I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and I now have access to the hangar.
Sweet.
Well, that
Oops, sorry.
certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. I had to submit all of the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon pulsating lights dot the path from my current location to the hangar.
I wish university campuses here had that feature. Just really
Some
nice
of them
maps
might,
like
you
that.
never know. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. Scan my ID and walk in.
Cool. Hangar.
I follow a long hallway which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. I follow every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons.
Except...
They weren't kidding when they said Japan was a leader in mecha technology. I walked past several rows of gear until... Nice.
Da da da! It's Optimus Prime.
I'm reunited with Eagle.
Huge. Look at the people in, Yeah, wow.
A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. Push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably.
This is, like, old, outdated. It looks awesome.
I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit.
I wouldn't want to know what the shipping cost is on something like that.
I wouldn't want to know either. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright too. I wonder if they polished it for me, or if it always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
Okay. Can you sense the gear's aura or something?
Spirit.
Okay.
Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Thanks.
I hadn't noticed the student standing beside me. His arms are folded and he's nodding with closed eyes, as if he's saying something truly deep and meaningful.
The music says otherwise. Can I help you? Damn right it's something special. Or shuffle away from this lunatic.
He seems like an okay guy, just a little spacey.
A little odd. Can I help you?
He seems harmless enough. Sort of.
Sort of.
I just may as well see what he wants. Might even be able to ask some questions of my own afterwards. Hey, can I help you there? Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came up. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho. Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
Sure.
It actually pronounced Shinjiro. Not okay. But alright. Hey Sho, nice to meet you.
He thrusts his hand out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. I cautiously shake his hand. Hi, I'm Arthur Pendragon.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Well, yes and no.
Yeah, how did you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
It's almost like it's straight out of a manga. Wait.
Yeah. That would explain the interest around my gear. I guess I didn't quite live up to their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting, though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
I wonder what gave me away. Couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I just had the face of an anime protagonist.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
He starts comparing our heights with his hand, and is a bit disappointed to find we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like
No, wait.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
There we go.
Because we can't use the actual name, because
Right.
that would be copyright infringement. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
Right. That's been on my mind since class ended. I nod, almost certain I know what he's about to say next.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
Oh well, that's nice because I happen to be lacking 3 members of a team, so...
He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little too close. Personal space, man.
Whoa, dude.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Well, when you put it like that, like, how can I say no?
Well, the one other guy was looking for team 2, so...
Well, yeah, but he didn't have a face.
So that's how this works. If you don't have a face, you don't get a team.
You don't get a team. No, I'm just saying, like, he's obviously not an actual, like, interactive character.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not to metagame or
Sounds
anything,
like fun.
but...
Sign me up. Sorry,
I want to see what my options are. No. I mean, why not?
Well, there could be other options. He seems like a nice enough guy, but...
Yeah.
You know, it's-
We need a team. We only have 2 days to find one, so we may as well take him up on his offer.
Jump on the first offer is always a good way to make sure that something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell. He seems friendly enough. Plus, I'm not exactly in a position to be picky about whose team I join. Sure, why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, brosif.
Brosif.
Excitement brightens
Oh my
his face,
gosh.
and I'll admit, the feeling is somewhat infectious.
I've only ever met one person who actually used that word.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
Cool.
Sho
Yeah.
and I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
This girl.
Sho talks the entire way to the lounge. He's constantly interrupting himself and going off on tangents. He's me! So I only catch about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels and eventually reach the exit. Show opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish.
A small flourish. How nice. Well, show seems cool so far. And we are going to have to end our episode here.
You're out of time?
We're out of time.
Fine.
But next time, we'll see what I just signed myself into. Until then, please comment, leave us a like, follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff. Link in the description.
Yeah.
And until then, bye.
Bye.